Hey everybody, I'm heating up some fried chicken leftovers, and I'm gonna have it with white sauce this time. So I got the oven heating up the chicken and the mashed potatoes. We're gonna make a white sauce for the chicken and mashed potatoes, and I want to have eggs with it too because it's the morning time. But it's never too early to have fried chicken. I'll turn a light on. Let's switch back. This is what we're using. Pans for the eggs, that one's for the other stuff. Changing angles here. We're gonna do medium heat, about maybe a little lower because this burner, the little dual burners burn weird, so just so you know. So yeah, I'll be right back. This is super duper easy. It's just kind of like a couple tablespoons of butter, but I'm probably going to use 3 because I always like more butter. Butter makes stuff creamier. So 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna make it, I cut it up a little bit so it melts easier. How y'all doing today? What leftovers are you eating? Did you guys make the fried chicken? I hope you made it better than I did. Okay. But yeah, white sauces are good for a lot of stuff. You can make them like sausage gravy style if you want, like make it a little thicker. It's a good breakfast one. I like gravy in my mashed potatoes, and I like gravy on everything, so we're kind of making a gravy. I just realized our measuring spoons still aren't clean from yesterday. I broke the rule about cleaning your kitchen as you go, but we're gonna add a tablespoon of flour, and then actually a couple tablespoons of flour. I just spit, gross. But while we're waiting, I'll show you what the butter's looking like. Ta-da! Oops, as I spill it out. And again, they want us to whisk, so we'll get our famous whisk. Called the fork. And once that's melted, we'll add the flour. And I'm gonna get the milk ready because you need a cup of milk also. And yesterday with the chicken, I pre-prepped all the ingredients, but for quick things like this that you can just grab and do in between, just trust the timing with it. Grab the stuff when you want to. We've almost used all of this King Arthur flour. The next bag we have is an actual bread mix. That looks ready to go. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon at a time. Again, we don't have measuring cups, so I'm just doing like a, one of your standard tablespoons. We're gonna whisk this. until you get all the clumps out. And then we're gonna do another one. And this is not an exact science. But it kind of makes this type of consistency, which you want. Smells like cream of wheat. And before it gets too hot, oops, sorry, I'll try to fix this angle. And add some milk, a little bit at a time. I really don't know how gradually they want this, but it probably doesn't matter too much. I'm so happy I have fried chicken. I love fried chicken. Oh, and while this is going, I'm gonna start the eggs. And I think I've shown you guys my egg method. Do you want me to make scrambled eggs instead? I can show you scrambled eggs. Just change it up a bit. Okay, that's going. I'm gonna watch it and stir it. Let's add salt to it while we're here. I'll add the other stuff while it's thicker. Again, just use your judgment. I don't know your salt levels, so I can't decide for you what a good salt level is for you. So be reasonable, but also trust your gut. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I've been heating stuff up at lower heat, not meats, but like other stuff, and yeah, it seems to work a lot better. Let me just... something like that, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. I'm heating up that pan. I'm gonna add butter to the pan real quick, just so I can see how hot it's getting. And yeah, see, I haven't done the dishes yet, but I add a pretty good amount of butter to pans, as you can see. And I like at least 5 eggs in my scrambled eggs. So we'll do something close to that. Or exactly that. Oh, and don't worry about getting shell in it, especially if these are chickens that you know. These are my family's chickens, so some of that stuff's good for you. Just like the skin of a fruit, but we Americans are so prim and proper that we deny ourselves the benefits of a calcium-rich egg. That's 5. That'll work. Remember to compost your eggshells. Save your garden. wash egg off your hand. Even though these are chickens, I know, and I know I won't get salmonella. Remember to stir your stuff. It's starting to thicken a little bit. I'm gonna make sure that it's not clumping up. I add salt at this point for the eggs. I also add a little dollop of milk to make it creamier. We're always going for creamy. If you're a drummer, you can like practice your accents and stuff. And I don't know. It's pretty well mixed there. If you can see it, it's not even centered. Goodness gracious. Yeah, here's our butter. We didn't burn it, but it's nice and hot. The pan's hot. And I'm actually gonna turn down the heat early. I know that looks like a lot, but I really do not like my my eggs sticking to the bottom at all. We're doing this thing again. Just kidding. Thanks to everybody who's watched the fried chicken recipe. I appreciate you all. And with fried eggs, like over, or I don't even flip them, so sunny side up, I typically have let's look at our sauce real quick while I'm talking. For sunny side up, I typically have, I get it to where the bottoms are cooked pretty well, and then I cover them with the lid and just let the steam cook it. Some people put water in there. I don't even put water in it. So yeah, this sauce is thickening up. Might actually even increase the heat just a little bit. I'm sure you can add flour if you want it thicker, but I don't really care right now. We'll switch back to the eggs while that's going. So I wait till it gets that first layer there, if you can see that. And then I really lower the heat down to like 2. You can even turn it off, but I'm not gonna turn it off. And then you just start flipping it. Oh, the chicken's done. Perfect timing. And you don't want to like destroy your eggs unless you really do. Like, I don't like them all chopped up and weird. I kind of like them to have some structure still to them. So I just do the old flipperoo method. You can even take it off the heat to make sure it doesn't get overcooked at this point. And I don't really like, I don't like eggs that are completely cooked dead, so I don't even mind leaving it like that, to be honest. I used to eat like 8 raw eggs a day just in the mornings. I used to mix it up with oatmeal and milk and cocoa and just chug it down. Once again, I cannot find our pepper. So, we are SOL. Why is it so hard to find pepper in this house? Okay. Those are done. I'm gonna take them off. And eggs keep cooking when you take it off the stove, so just know that. Get out of here. Okay. Coolio. I'm going to turn this down again. Oops, sorry, I'll change the angle so you can see what I'm doing. We're adding pepper now. Thank you, Graham, for the pepper, dude. Graham helped me out with some groceries the other day. And we made glorious baked chicken. Same recipe I have in the videos. Baked chicken and mac and cheese. So I kind of mixed two videos there. The fish and mac and cheese. I don't know what I want. Oh, that smells good. I'm adding some thyme. Just pepper and thyme. And I'm going to turn it down even more, but I'm going to taste test it here to see if we have enough salt. I've also added oregano, but I don't really feel like oregano right now. Sorry, I want to make sure it's all mixed and not clumpy. No clumps, no clumps. Say no. No to clumps, no clumps. Okay. Uh-oh. So our oven wasn't even heating up, it seems like. Oh, it was set on the other end. Well, you can't win them all. This freaking just set to warm. So I guess that'll be delayed. That's alright, we got all the time in the world. It was set to 200, not 400. Well, the eggs are going to be cold, but I might just eat those first. Jesus, that sucks. I hate when that happens. Sometimes mistakes happen in the kitchen, but you just gotta roll with it. I'm gonna try this sauce real quick. Ow! I dripped it on my hand. Yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfect sauce. I'm gonna keep this on low. Besides eggs, I've probably made this sauce though more than anything else in the world because it just makes everything taste better. But yeah, there you go, guys. I might eat these eggs really quick, just while they're here, because I hate cold egg. Let's go have a talk. And I'm literally just gonna listen for that chicken sizzling, and then I'm getting that shit out of here. Oh, look at me. Remember to suck the eggs off of your, sorry, the raw egg off of your fork. Dun dun dun. Scrambled eggs. Classic. Yeah. So, I re-released my first LP called Here today. It's under DVC on Spotify, Apple Music, and streaming everywhere. So go listen to that. If you like it, consider going over to lovepunkrecords.bandcamp.com and purchasing it. Or Amazon or iTunes or any of that stuff. Or whatever iTunes is called now. Yeah, any little bit helps right now. I'm having a lot of blessings for the people who've donated to my Fix My Phone thing. We got the phone paid off. So thank you, Stephanie and Heather and Graham and everybody really. Everybody. Kelly. Who else? Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom, for the Laura bars. Thanks, Jenny, for the chickens. Be right back. I'm gonna stir that stuff. The sauce is looking so good. Maybe it's my best sauce. I don't know. I'm gonna have milk later, of course, but we're just eating eggs and talking. So what I'm trying to do, and I think I'm going to continue the artist development stuff on Love Punk, but just work less directly one-on-one with people. Because I've tried that for 10 years and I'm kind of done with it. I love making your guys' records, but I'm not going to have this house soon, and it's going to be really difficult trying to have people over to an apartment to record. So, I'm going to try to move everything online and make it more focused around like health and trusting your own art and trusting your own writing, and just kind of have yourself lead yourself. Like punk, you know? No masters. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Right now I've just been trying to enjoy my time while imagining new eggshell. Imagining new opportunities for me and new things. Yeah, and in line with health, it'll be like the idea of like getting good sunlight, eating whole foods, cooking more for yourself. Kind of all that stuff also will go into being in control of your own thoughts and emotions. I know it's more of a spiritual side, but that's a huge side to life that I think we've been denied as Americans for the past 150 years. I think Christianity is pretty divorced from the physical body and the physical world, which is why you can find answers there. But I'm not going to get answers from hypocrites whose own lives don't reflect what they're preaching. And sometimes I still feel like their God, Jehovah, is a representation of the ego. That's why you saw Jesus say, hey, you've heard your God, Jehovah, say this, but I say turn the other cheek. And they picked up stones to throw at him. They hung him on a cross. So I still appreciate all that stuff, but I'm more inclined to take responsibility for my own spirituality and not have a priest mediate between me and God. Especially after all these years. I used to want to be a pastor, and then I got kicked out of the church so often, either explicitly or by God himself or herself, to say, you don't belong here anymore, kid. Unfortunately, the recent bout that happened was more of a getting kicked out of my family and friend group, saying, you don't belong here anymore, kid. And I'm like, okay, I was already resolved that it's just me and God being held by Mother Earth for eternity, just like it's always been. So I'll take that. You guys can have your hells, but I hope you make them into heavens. Yeah, it's just been tiring. I spent 10 years of my life doing a lot of things for other people. Probably 28 years of my life doing things for other people. And when I needed help the most, there was nobody there, not that I expected there to be. But I hope that changes. But I don't expect much. I think a lot of people are just distracted or stuck in a consumption mindset to where they're just constantly getting a fix based on reptilian, animalistic nature instead of acting out of a higher emotional or even mental or spiritual mindset, unfortunately. And I know what it takes to get there. Sometimes it's losing everything you knew you were every year and a half or so. And sometimes it's getting physically assaulted or emotionally and psychologically assaulted by people you love. And then your spirit just wakes up one day and says, you know, enough's enough. I've only been nice to you people. Now I see you've only taken my kindness for weakness. Is that chicken on fire? No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for listening, everybody. I just want people to be doing better. Some people, when they get afraid, they're really good at stepping into their strength. Other people get afraid and they let demons take over their mind. And I can't be dealing with other people's demons anymore. And that's just the long and short of it. see where this is sitting. Might give it a little bit longer. It smells so good. Yeah. I'm gonna stir this again. Taste it again so I remember what I'm getting ready for. Oh my God. I love white sauce. And the white socks. Save for later. Yeah, I'm kind of sick of the whole world, guys. And I don't mean like the people in the world, I just mean I'm sick of the state of things. That line in Blue about wanting a better view. I wrote that song before the pandemic, and it seemed to have predicted every goddamn thing that happened during it. And I'm done just like laughing at that type of ability. And I'm ready for human beings to once again trust their instincts that they have, just like animals have, to know where to go when shit hits the fan. I'm thankful for the people who understand that. Those who don't, I can't be around for you guys anymore. I have to put my own oxygen mask on. I have to make my own fried chicken. I have to make my own music. I have to make my own businesses. My own business, my own religion. My own business, my own religion. My own business, my own religion. The song's called Promise, with the number 1 for an I. The letter I. Alright, I'm calling it. Dun, 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 dun. Well, it's hot. Fuck, it's hot. Don't lose the skin. Thank you. Ouch! Okay. We mostly got everything. I don't like wasting food. Remember, after you starve for 3 years, you really start resenting the wasting of food. I used to have dreams where my family would take me to like McDonald's. You know, those nights where I would go hungry and completely be just missing a Big Mac or something so basic as a hamburger was such a treat to me. And in these dreams, I'm like, you guys are throwing away food. And then I saw my family would actually do that in real life. This is the beginning before, sorry, also, this is the sauce. Here we go. And no, I didn't make a boat with it. I didn't make a little pond with the boat. But I will now. And it got a little chunkier as it was sitting there on the low, but I'm gonna do a dollop on the chicken too. Just because, why not? Did you notice, oops, that chicken was shaped like a backwards America. Or the real America, I guess. Alright, y'all. I love you. We're gonna go eat this. And this is my white sauce recipe. And rant. Goodbye.